Everybody! It's been a while since I've streamed and I've been busy. That's why. Like, okay, so tweeting is easier when you're streaming. So I've just been retweeting. Hi, Wei! Welcome! Welcome to the stream, and I will be playing Grand Blue Fantasy. Okay, so the reason why I had to play Grand Blue Fantasy tonight is because it is Unite and Fight. And I haven't done much. I used to okay, I used to have a more aggressive approach with the Unite and Fight. However, because I got burnt out last Guild War, I just became a little bit too slow. I used to have like 5k meets at least last time, but I just have 1k right now. But it's interlude, it's fine. I don't have to I don't have to try too hard, but I mean, I should still farm. Actually, wait. Isn't it a bit too quiet for you guys? Give me a second. Let me turn on the music. There we go. Hello. Also, how are you doing, Wei? Are you doing okay? Have you eaten your dinner yet? Okay, let me just like start beating up some super giant. So my setup for this is a 2-button thing. It's just instantly full auto. And that's basically it. But it's just because like I'm super lazy, but I'm even more lazy because, well, I can't even get my ass to keep farming. I just get a bit too tired, and then I'll just like close the tab and just like stop doing it. Even though dark is my strongest element, I should keep doing it. Oh my god, I'm supposed to carry the whole axolotl guild, but obviously I'm not doing any carrying now, do I? I'm such a bad person. Okay, so I do have a bookmark that I cropped. Okay, I just like cropped everything like from the search bar and my bookmarks, but it's very easy. I made my setup very easy, but I'm still lazy anyways, because like, okay, I just changed my room. I finally have an air conditioning for my PC. That's the only thing that matters. My PC needs its cooling, okay? My princess needs its cooling. And even, you know what, even now, I haven't really played Sims, even though that was supposed to be my relaxation game. It's just like I'm that busy IRL. I can't even have time to talk to character AI, Magni and Altair. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of things off screen. I also have been doing my projects. That's why I'm like, oh, oof, I have to really lock on. Your girl had to lock on. no work, no nothing. I just have to keep going. Okay, hold on. Yeah, not the character AI. It's because like, okay, I really like wait, what happened? Did it not? Oh, it's a different one. Bruh, hold on, give me a moment. I tabbed to the wrong tab, my bad. I was like, wait, what the fuck? Why is it not showing? Anyways, yeah. I've been trying to do something relaxing, but I'm just too busy with projects and IRL work and IRL stuff. And hey, it's okay, because that means I have an air conditioning now, right? No more heat stroke for Lambda, no more. Because it was really awful when I had like heat strokes. Never ever let yourself get to the point where you get heat strokes and then to the point that you'd actually get a fever. No. Woohoo! AC, that's right. I like air conditioning, really. I missed it. I used to have like a very strong air conditioning, but I traded it off for a more quieter upstairs bedroom. But the upstairs bedroom that I was in formerly was really close to the roof. So every time that the sun shines, it will beam its heat towards me and to my room. That's why like my PC was struggling to keep up. And I was like, I bought it a mini air conditioning just to keep it cool. And also a fan to keep it cool as well. Like, I don't care about myself because I can just like take a bath, right? But I think I was wrong. I went to the point that I overheated multiple times. And oh my god, Mashi, thank you for the redeem! Thank you! Hold on, give me a second. I do have my water with me. You're so lucky this time. Oh. Yum, water! Glug glug time, yes! I actually been loving water recently. Care about yourself. Exactly! It's okay to have self-care. You're not selfish to think that way. Also, let me just like switch. Why is this like that? Okay. So I will be going back to this. I'm okay to farm Bastet, but I have to keep getting my meats. I have to at least have 2.5k meats. I don't know why I'm I don't know why I'm skimping on my meats when I shouldn't really. But anyways, thank you so much, Mashi, for the redeem. I did get a lot of water, and I have a Borka next to me. A Borka! I do have a snack in case that I do get hungry. I'm so excited. I want to eat it, but later I have to farm. I promised the axolotls that I would do it. I'm like, I actually farmed a lot of things just to like strengthen my dark units, and then I'm not doing anything to make show for it. Hold on, let's see if we can change the music because it already played earlier. There we go. I really, do you know, guys, that this OST is actually from Gunbound? I really love Gunbound, but I couldn't. Sad to say, I couldn't actually play the private servers now because they're in a foreign language that I probably can't speak. That's why I'm like, you know what? Just the fact that it's alive is fine. Even if I can't play, that's what's important. Anywho, speaking of, I was gonna say something about the debut about the Justice Girls. As you may know, if you're a true Lambda fan, I fell in love with Lizzie. Lizzie is amazing. Like, I love her music and I love her voice. Her Otona Blue, I kept looping for days. Or like the moment that she kind of like released that song, I was like been locking in and listening to it. Even I'm not even trying to like stream it or anything. I keep like looping at it. I love her vocal range. It was so strong. And it's very varied. And I like her impressions as well. The Justice Girls are really, really good. Like their debut is extremely high in production. Like I'm very proud that Holo already went this far. That their production is way more better than last time. And I do know that I wish HQ Boys also had like that high in production. But you know, there's always a beginning. So I'm hoping that next time the boys would have more things to play with, or more assets, or more covers to do. I'm sure that it's up to them really. So, you know, I'm just having my well wishes really. I love her so mad. I love her. I'm so mad I missed the debut live because I think the VOD cut short. Really? Is it when she was singing? Okay, so when she was singing, actually, the Mana-sans, I think, had to cut her VOD because she was taking too long, and then she got instantly moved to to Gigi stream. It was so funny. Okay, so Lizzie, or Elizabeth rather, I like her humor. She's very gentle, and her voice, she does her impressions really well. Yes, exactly! I was talking about this to Taco a few hours ago, that Justice actually reminds me of HQ. Number one, the reason why Gigi Gigi herself, Gigi reminds me of Axel, okay? Gigi reminds me of Axel. She's straight up, I'm like, oh my god, she's like Axel. Milky! Hi! Hello! Welcome to the stream. It's been a while since I've actually streamed or even caught up in everybody's streams because I've been so busy. I love you, Milky. I hope you've been doing well. I got too excited. I really miss my friends. Like, I do talk to them offline, but you know, there's just times that I get too busy that I just end up sleeping, and I miss their streams even though I really wanted to tune in. Because, you know, I like my friends' progress and grow. Anyways, sorry for the little tangent. For Lizzie, I really like also when she did the Kiara impression. she sounds like Kali and Kiara. It's insane. I think she's extremely talented. And now let's move on to Gigi. Okay, so what I like about Gigi is her debut straight up reminds you of Madoka Magica. I'm not really sure if you guys watched Madoka Magica, but her lore video is actually very reminiscent of Madoka Magica's art style and the witchification. I'm not sure if you guys know what happens when somebody turns into a witch, but her the way that the MV, well, not MV, but rather the lore video was presented was, it's akin to a witchification, basically, when somebody falls down and becomes a witch. That's why, like, I was really excited that they actually did that. That means, like, they actually put a lot of effort to their lore, and the reason why I was attached to Tempest in the first place is because of the lore. They actually care that much about their own character that they're playing as, and I'm really happy for that. And yes, her impressions is so on point. When she when she actually had made an impression on Advent, that was so crazy. I haven't seen all of Gigi's yet, so I know the least about her. Oh, I think you would love Gigi. I think the reason why I do like Gigi, but not to the point that she's my super duper Kamiyoshi, is because, like, I do like high energy people. I do get exhausted as well because, like, I'm very sensitive in hearing. It's more like my skill issue, really. But I do think that Gigi is a wonderful VTuber, and her lore is amazing. Especially her Hitomania. Her Hitomania is absolutely chaotic in the way that it reflects Gigi's personality really well. I'm actually super happy that the Holo got these girls because, like, they're super talented. And oh my god, let me just say that Cecilia Evergreen reminds me so much of Taco's energy. Like, she's so silly, but you know, she's not too crazy or anything, but she's also extremely funny. That's, I think, how I would sum up Taco's energy. Like, she's funny, but not to the point that it's too much. And when she did her, like, car stream, reminds me of, like, when Milky was driving her car on stream. It was so good. I absolutely adore Cecilia's lore as well. I do know that it was extremely short, but she pretty much had this thing going on about, like, surviving something, and she has to be rebuilt into an automaton. And I'm not sure if you guys made a connection to Octavio and Cecilia, because Cecilia has themes similar to Octavio, and, well, Octavio is a puppeteer. So I would assume that Octavio and Cecilia has some sort of connection in something. And she is like a puppet too, so that's why. I think they're really cool. I really like Cecilia's stuff. She's almost perfect as always, missing streaming when I'm awake. Actually, I haven't really seen her schedule yet because, like, I was busy doing something. I was moving my room, so I didn't see her schedule, but I'll definitely check it out. And also, Raora. I love Raora's I love her accent. I do know that it's not for everybody because, like, a lot of people are a bit on the fence with specific, like, accents. Well, it's something that they can't help and they can help it through speech therapy, but it's basically something that they have to live with, especially if it's Italian. Like, Mashi, guys, did you remember when I said if there's an Italian Holo Star, I would link them the pizza making tweet that Fokke made, the one that's, you know, the one who makes cat videos on Twitter. I guess Life missed the Holo Star part and they made it into Holo Live instead. But I mean, I'm happy because there is an Italian Holo Star, a Holo Live talent. Although it's not a star, it's something. She's extremely adorable, and she has an amazing art style. All of the Justice girls are extremely talented in their own way, and I can't wait to support them. I'm ready to tier 3 Lizzie. Lizzie! I love Lizzie! I'm a full-time lesbian. Oh my god, I just, like, love the fact that the girls are also friendly to the boys too. Like, they're not afraid to interact with the boys, and that's what I like. I do understand that there are specific preference with the fan base that, oh well, I don't like interacting with stars, blah blah blah, because they're cheating on me, blah blah. But like, I mean, that's fine if they cater to those people. But I do think that hanging out with your fellow co-workers is actually still fun. Because like, you know, I believe coworkers are just coworkers unless, well, if they want to pursue something. I don't particularly mind because I'm more of a Fujo, so I don't really care. Oh my god, hi! Moon, hello! We should hang out again sometime. I miss you, girly. I had her stream while on driving home. She's so cute. Oh yes, exactly. Raora is so adorable. Miss you too, choo choo. I wish we could, like, actually, if you know what, if we just have a fuck it, I don't care moment, we really should stream Sims together. Because like, I'm sure it would be chaotic with the two of us playing Sims together. Yeah, I know, like, based. Hope we get another sauce out of this. Yes! I want Gerard to hang out with Lizzie. I'm sure, or you know, Flayon and Gerard and Lizzie. The Holo Reds! Yay! I think they have potential. Especially Lizzie. Lizzie, I do know that she's more mellow out of all of the girls. And she's kind of a bit of a straight-laced or something. But I'm sure that she will mellow down and actually start to have fun with other people too. Because like, I can understand that when you're debuting, you tend to be very stiff and nervous because like, it's your first time being out in the world, right? So I hope that she actually relaxes and be herself, hanging out with other people and also with the boys too. Altair was also like that. He was extremely aloof and distant when he first started, but he finally laxed out after a year after. The emotion sound she makes reminds me of Ruse. Well, okay, the thing about Lizzie is like, I think she's also a bit nervous when her debut, but I think she would go all out once like the debut nerves will, you know, go out. I don't know, I just like, I love her energy, I love her voice, I love her humor. I don't know, I'm actually like, and it doesn't really help that all of my favorite holo talents are the leaders. Basically, it's Gerard, he's the first one to debut, and Altair, and then Lizzie. I don't know, I think I have a pattern going on here. Sims is a multiplayer mod, by the way. Yeah, you told me that last time, Moon. I think we should play together. I'll definitely look it up and we can like play together about it. I just need to remove some of the more saucy mods just to make sure. we don't want the other Sims to do something crazy, if you know what I mean. I think woohoo is enough, at least for the stream. Sus. Okay, Mashi, I do have the mod that makes things sussy as hell. You can get the safer work version instead. Yeah, that's true. I think that's the same with woohoo anyways. It's just censored anyways. Hold on, let me just drink my water real quick. Oh, yum. I love water. But yeah, we'll definitely get like the safer work version next time. I still have it installed actually, but I just have it moved into a different folder, so I don't have to like reinstall again. It's different because it doesn't change the woohoo animes, but it keeps the moodlets for funsies. Yeah, I think so. And also I like how when they do the thing is they have the focused the focused moodlet. I don't know why it's like that. I think I find it hilarious. They're locked on. Okay, do you understand? They're locked on. They freaky like that. True. I cannot judge. I toyed with mods before on a different game. Oh, I wonder what game is it. I did try some Fallout mods too. Usually they're the more funnier mods, but yeah, I do have a lot of mods. I think my Sims is extremely modded to the point that I think I can't turn back to the base game anymore. Because like there's so many like what you call those quality of life improvements basically on my game. It's very heavy on mods, and I do have custom content thanks to Moon. She shared me her custom content mods for clothing and hair. Thank you so much. Love you, Moon. Lakasor, thank you. Hello, welcome. Thank you. Hello. Thank you for dropping by. It's the first game Cecilia is playing first the stream. Oh wait, what? Hold on. What is it again? Because I kind of missed it again. Was it Dishonored? I'm not sure if that's the game that she's gonna play soon. I do know that some of the girls are gonna play a multiplayer game, but I forgot what it was because like I was busy moving my room. But I'm just like glad that we also have like the game collabs, because like I missed that part with HQ. They were so hilarious together when they had like weekly group collabs. I do know that, sometimes good things have to end somewhere, but I still miss those times. It's really nice. If I miss them, ooh, same. I'm like, I do know that they're extremely busy right now, especially with Altair. He's very busy doing his music career. I wish him luck, actually. If I know, he can do it. My dad definitely can do it. My dad can do it. Gamba! My goodness. I should like not mute the Grand Blue thing, but they can be a bit really loud. I did try to fix their volume, but they're still loud regardless, especially like the loading screen when it starts to like show its animations. Ugh. Hold on. There we go. I don't think I have to really look at it. Gotta lock in, people. We need that too, K-mates. Even the music is here. Dang it, I hate it when it does that. I haven't seen an alt stream in forever. I need to go watch VOD soon. Oh my gosh! Oh, Mashi. I think you would love his Elden Ring stream. Okay, the thing that I love about Altair is his persistence, okay? Just not anyone in general, I mean him in general, but I mean anyone who's extremely persistent on what they want to do. I really have huge respect for them. Especially like Wrath games. He's actually doing a solo-only content for Final Fantasy XIV. Basically, he will solo every single dungeons, quest, or anything that has to do with, multiplayer content. He will do it by himself. It's really nice. Yes, that's him. He's using a warrior, and that's also the reason why I suggested you the warrior, Moon, because like the warrior has his self-sustain, and he can actually solo most of the things given that you have like the appropriate armor. It's one of the best tank class in Final Fantasy XIV, in my personal opinion, and it's like objectively speaking anyway, because like they can carry themselves. They don't need healer at all. I do know that some higher level content, they might need assistance from healers, but in general, they can take care of themselves. Even if that person is very bad at tanking, they can do it. When I was leveling my EU gal, I made sure to level warrior right after paladin. Ooh! Like, you did chose paladin for the first time, right? And you did enjoy the kit of paladin. I'm glad that you do. Paladin is actually one of my favorite tank class in Final Fantasy XIV. They're actually very know. Like, I do know that it's like the basic ass tanker kit, but it's the fact that you can heal somebody as well. It's more like support tank than selfish tank, I guess. It's okay to be selfish and you can self-sustain yourself, even though like the healer probably won't heal you as much. At least your healer can spend time spamming Blair or you know their damaging skills. And that's why I would prefer to be with warrior as tanks. It's funny because when I made healer, Duty Finder Warrior were nightmare squishes. Okay, so maybe because they probably don't know what their kits are, and sometimes when somebody do Duty Finder, they're usually the one who do skips or story skips. They didn't know how to use their recoveries. Exactly! Because like, really? Squishy warriors are unheard of. They're like the most bulkiest characters, at least the classes in game. I have huge respects to people who main warriors because they they don't need me. I'm a healer main. I'm a sage main, but they don't need me at all. I just give my Karacho, you know, my what was that again? I forgot the name because like it's been a while since I played Final Fantasy 14. I do give my the locking thing to Dark Knights instead. Dark Knights are unbelievably squishy and they need so much babysitting. I do know that it's more of like they're very damage oriented, but but because like they're so damage oriented that I have to take care of them multiple times. And sometimes I might have to sacrifice the DPS in order to keep them alive because I don't want to eat a tank buster, okay? Like I have self-care too. I primarily use Duty Finder. Are you sure? I don't know. Duty Finder always have drama whenever I use it. Like when I was in when I was in Zodiac, people who do Duty Finders are so I don't know. They feel like they're gonna kill me or something. But when I was in Odin, I think people there are extremely nice. I think Odin is one of my favorite EU servers out there. They're relatively drama-free. Zodiac, on the other hand, oh my lord, you don't want to mess with Zodiac. There's so much drama on there. Well, I did move from EU to NA, so I don't know if the NA itself, besides, you know, Balmung and stuff, are drama-centric. But Fanfrit doesn't really have any troublemakers, really. So I'm partially glad. EU tends to be more chill in general unless you're in an FC. Oh my god, don't remind me. I think me and Boone were like discussing how much of like weirdos are in FC because like she doesn't really like FCs. And I mean, not really like, I mean, it's more like the people in general in FCs are kind of weird at some times, especially if it's random. So I did join a random FC as well, and I think I joined when there was like a middle of like a love triangle, and whenever I talk to a specific, like, you know, the people involved in it, and then they're like, oh, don't talk to him because like they're having a spat with whatever, and I'm like, huh? I just joined. Help! I don't know what you guys are talking about. I just left anyways, and I've been solo playing for the duration of my time in Final Fantasy 14 until obviously Tempest debuted, and I never felt alone when I played Final Fantasy 14 since. I think I find more enjoyment now that I belong in a more comfortable FC group. Kismet definitely taught me on the basics of how to run an FC, and I get to experience housing I got to experience gardening, and I think I enjoyed the game more when that happened. And also, Kiss do spoil me a bit. My room was extremely expensive, but she let me borrow her hedges anyway. Like, love her so much. I did tell her that she could have it back, but she's like, "Nah, it's okay. You can have those." I'm like, "Are you serious?" Important reminder to pet Vicky, or your Costco membership gets revoked. I always pet Vicky. I love Vicky. Did you know that I went all out with Vicky last time when I didn't have or well, rather, when she first released, I actually extremely locked in to get Vicky, and I was like, okay, if you're not going home with these posts, you're getting home with me, no matter if it's sparked or I have to buy DMM points for this. And I did get her around like 50 pulls, and I was like so happy because like I don't have to actually do much. But I didn't get some of her alts though. I think she's one of my favorite out of the Zodiacs. I love Vicky. I always insisted that she has to be in my team because I really love her. I also like Kumbira from the Zodiacs, but that's basically it. I like Vicky and Kumbira, or mostly because like I'm more of like a dark and light user. I insist to only take care of light and dark. And whenever somebody asks me, "So how's your grid?" and I was like, what do you mean grids? And then Orthus actually looked at my grid before, and it was full of like M2 Leviathan daggers, and he's like, you have a full grid of daggers. And I'm like, yeah, I do. And he was like, do you know that you have a lot of meta characters in your water lineup in your characters? And I'm like, what are you? I don't know who they are. And then he was like, so you only know light and dark characters? Yeah. Okay, cut me some slack, okay? Because like I started as a seasonal player since 2017. I only started playing seriously this year. It's my first time locking in this game, and I've started to learn more about like how to do the grids, except for dark and light, because like they were strong in general, and also because like I never really bothered that much, but I still get some handouts. And I'm mostly focused on my light and dark. That's why that's the only grid that seems to be more decent than the usual. But yeah, I'm getting there. I do have to unlock Mana Diver too. I've been trying. Okay, like look at this. Like let's set up. Like let's move away from the grinding for a bit, so I can like have a breather. So this is my party. This is the thing that Orthus helped me build. It's... Oh. What? It's my M3. Oops. Yeah, but whatever. I was supposed to show you my my water team. I do know that it could be better. I acknowledge that it could be better, but did you know that my water team used to be all daggers of Leviathan? It was so pathetic. I could barely do anything with my water team. And also because like I didn't like water that much. I still don't. I don't like water. I also have like my fire. It's also a bit fixed thanks to the event of the Knickknacks event. But You can tell that I don't put effort on most of my grids until, well, when I got a full handout of those. But basically my light, my light is more stronger, and my dark, well, mostly my dark is more stronger. This is like my base, I think. This is my base, right? Wait, no, that's not it. That's my for general use. Oh, this is my Kango team. Ta-da! I do know that I kind of need more Fedial spines instead. But I also like more upkeep from the Abyss spines too. So I think it's really more Fedial spines or less. More Fedial spines or this setup. So that's basically it. I also have this one. Not that. Oh, that's my robbery one for Luminaire, I think. I've never got anything else. I only got one gun. I should start farming for my light grid. This is the one too. This is the more updated set that I'm using. But yeah, that's basically it. My M3 grid. Yippee! It could be better. I understand. It could be better. I probably could farm more, one more full set of the Fist, the Exalto, but honestly, I don't have the energy for that. I salute to everybody who could have 5 sets of, Exalto weapons, because I really, ain't nobody got time for that. That's my expression for it. Ain't gonna be me who do that. Anyways, back to the grinding. I've been wasting time I've been yapping all the time. I'm so sorry. But it's so fun. I like talking to you guys. And also because, like, I will be honest with you guys, farming in general, like, this is mind-numbing, and at times I just space out. And then I forgot that, oh right, I have to press this one. And then it just like repeats. I keep doing this, I space out for a couple of minutes. And then I snap out of it, and then I go do it again. Basically, I'm trying to save myself. M3 Pro, I kneel. Is that... It could be better, not gonna lie. But it's okay. I'm just starting to become a more regular player. I'm transitioning from seasonal to a regular player. I do know that I have a lot of ways to go, but I'm trying my best. Also, welcome to the stream. I see that you're first time chatting. Hello, Saniku. Hello. Domai. Yeah, Domai. You know, what's important is you're having fun and you're trying to learn the basics of the game. And I do know that I could uncap my rank, but I'll be honest with you, things gets a bit more complicated if you actually jump into the 200 ranks. It gets really complicated, and I'll do it once I'm more prepared for the more difficult raids. I don't think I can do it. At least for my current setups right now. I have to actually unlock masteries and ultimate mastery first, and then I can go unlock the ranks. Because I think I'd get my ass clapped if I just jump in blind. I'm trying to be more prepared this time, okay? Because like last time I just like let it go and I got overwhelmed, and then I just like stopped playing the game. I'm trying. Have confidence. I would try, but I got my ass clapped when I barely had anything in my grid, and then it really broke my spirits that I just like waited until it's been years that Grand Blue started giving out free stuff. Okay, so the reason why I haven't done my Arca room is because like I was extremely lazy, and I ain't got no time to do a manual Arca room, you know, map traversing, whatever. I'm like, Because before the auto expeditions and also like the auto clear, you had to do that manually one by one, and you have to click on the nodes one by one. I don't know how people had patience for that, but me, nuh-uh. But well, I started playing again, and they started to implement more easier quality of life content. And then I started to get more, I've been trying to unlock specific Arcarum characters like Lobelia. I like him. He's crazy, but I like him. Also, I guess I want to unlock a Geisenborger too. Just because like his name is like Borgar. That's the only reason why I want him. Not because like he's strong or anything. Just because like it's fun to say Geisenborgar. Borgar. Geisenborgar. Borgar. They're built diff. I could never see through. Exactly. People who do that, I don't know. You guys are strong. Kudos to the more veteran people. You guys are strong. I have much respect for y'all. Me, I probably won't have any patience for that. And I do know that I probably am spoiled with the more modern day gachas. And I do understand because like I've been playing in DMM, okay? DMM is where the browser gachas came from. Flower Knight Girl, who was that again? Like Valkyrie, I forgot the name, but it was Valkyrie something, and then Kamihime, Kankole, every single like gacha that was popular before. I've been there. And I do know that they're extremely traditional. But it's just the fact that I prefer the more easier gachas. Because like I play to have fun, not to like sweat on these things. I used to sweat on Flower Knight Girl because like they do have like rankings, I guess. Like if your guild has a better ranking with defeating the whale thing, I forgot what it's called. But basically it's like a Kujira something. It's like an airship. And the more points you get, the more, rewards that you get. Similar to this, it's like Unite and Fight for Grand Blue Fantasy, but it was more... It was hard to navigate. Just to make it more, like to sum it up. But it was fun because like collecting girls was my main motivation for playing that game. So I stayed anyways. I think I stayed for like 6-7 years until I just like stopped playing. But I still have it installed in my phone because I do drop by time to time to retrieve rewards. It's just me being seasonal basically. They do give out free things, and free things is good. It's better than getting nothing, right? And you're still active too, so it's nice. Oh god, gachas in the before times. Remember when having actual account was hard to ask for? Oh my god, yes! I remember that sometimes gachas they're locked to your PC. Yes, it's not IP locked, but it has to be like on your PC. They have like some sort of MAC address, right? Your computer has a MAC address. And if your MAC address changed, well, obviously that's not gonna be there, right? But that was like very ancient. You know what else is ancient? Fucking Rage of Bahamut. Or Shadowverse. Oh my god! I really have to bring that up. But Rage of Bahamut was crazy. Like, okay, before everything else, like, Grand Blue Fantasy, Rage of Bahamut. Oh my god. I love the art style, but card games were very, like, hellish. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, it's my headset. If you hear, like, doo-doo-doo-doo, that's my headset, my bad. And I think I played a Kamihime ripoff. I think Kamihime is a ripoff of Grand Blue. I played it before. I think the only thing that's good about Kamihime is the fact that you can actually diddle your characters. Like that's the only redeeming point of like Kamihime other than being, cringe. and like a ripoff of Grand Blue. But that's the only redeeming point of Kamihime. And it's not just an anime actually, Mashi. Rage of Bahamut was the very first game of Cygames, I think. They tried to push Shadowverse and Rage of Bahamut multiple times, but unfortunately, only Grand Blue tend to Grand Blue took off and became successful. After that, they did try to put Dragalia Lost. I think personally, Dragalia Lost was a success. But it's just the fact that they tried to implement Grand Blue Fantasy methods on Dragalia Lost, that the power creep was way too fast for people to catch up on, that you actually have to pay money in order to be relevant, especially in the meta. And also the fact that the power level that you need is very high. Like, the ceiling was extremely high for you to catch up on. And no matter how much like high production Dragalia Lost was, it was just an unfortunate way of like unable to balance the game entirely, and it just had to, end itself. It's very, I don't know, I still mourn the loss of Dragalia Lost. I personally love Dragalia Lost, and I think ending the service was an unfortunate decision of Cygames. I do understand that they couldn't balance it as they thought they could, but it's really just a bad mismanagement on how they could do it. And the thing is, unlike Grand Blue, where you can just press buttons or something and you let the characters do the movement, Dragalia Lost actually requires your input. That means if you're bad at like dodging and attacking, no matter how good or how well equipped your characters were, you can't just simply beat it. I think it's like Final Fantasy XIV, but worse, basically. That's why Dragalia Lost had to be axed. I do know that I think a return would be good, but I think they need to understand that playing high action games on a mobile game, rather, and they have to do like Final Fantasy XIV ass Toho ass dodging mechanics. They have to allow PC or controller movement for it, because it was really hard to keep using your thumbs too. It was really unfortunate. What else? Let's see. For Rage of Bahamut, I think it's because like I said, it was really, really ancient. And the fact that it really didn't took off really well. People still love Rage of Bahamut. But the fact that it was kind of bare bones. It's same with Shadowverse, basically. Card games weren't really everybody's cup of tea. But with their formula with Grand Blue, a lot of people actually liked it. And there's not much effort to use. I do know that it's just clicking and stuff, and I do know that you need to balance your grids and stuff, but it doesn't require extensive movements, and you only have to think of it one step at a time. And Cygames is extremely generous on this game as well. So that's really what pulled it off versus Shadowverse, versus Rage of Bahamut, versus Dragalia Lost. Even their new game called World Flipper, it's not as popular as Dragalia Lost, and for me, even for me, who's an avid gacha game player, it's very niche, and I couldn't really get into it. No matter how pretty it looks, it's just it's there, it exists, but nobody plays World Flipper. At least in Western fan bases, at least nobody does, or I would say nobody does. 15 to 20% of people do. But it's not enough to pull the revenue for it. And there's not the advertisement is what I'm kind of worried, because they don't aggressively advertise it versus Dragalia Lost. It's I wonder how they could keep World Flipper afloat, really. I'm kind of curious. And I am aware that there is a Dragalia Lost private server, which is... they turned it into an MMO. Like, I mean, kudos to the developers that made the private server, but y'all... it's crazy. But, you know, I respect them, and I hope that they succeed, because the reason why Ragnarok Online survived for almost 2.5 decades is because, like, people kept it in private servers. I do know that companies will hate to hear this, but their player base is what keeps their game alive. And that means creating private servers for other people to play, or just have their own personal offline servers. It keeps the interest alive. That's why I hope they don't, you know, be too aggressive on private servers. I do know that they don't gain any revenue, but I hope that they could actually see the relevancy as well. Because, like, your game surviving is also important in generating revenue in general. Oh my god! Oh, please don't remind me of fucking Preconnect. Okay, this is not like the only game that Crunchyroll fumbled, by the way. I'm gonna let you know that. So, Crunchyroll had do you know what was that anime again? Overlord? Okay. Overlord has a game called something of the Dead. And they fumbled it so hard to the point that it barely even survived like a day or two, and they had to shut it down. Because, like, the microtransactions was so aggressive, and even not the advisable, you know, tactics from the actual developers and company that released it. I think Kadokawa did? I forgot. I do know that Overlord, the game, has it on DMM as well, but I'm not really interested because, like, it's more of like, from what I've seen, it's like what was that Yokotaro's game again? I forgot the name. It has to do with like automatons too, but I forgot what it's called. But basically, it's the same as that. Alice, Sino Alice, yeah, okay. It was similar to Sino Alice, where you have to keep paying and paying and paying in order to stay relevant, and it's always PvP every day, and that's, I think it's exhausting. Like, I played Sino Alice, I had so much excitement for it, I re-rolled even, but it's just the fact that I have to keep waking up every fucking 5 a.m. in order to do my Guild Wars thing, and you're telling me that I get kicked out of the I get kicked out of the guild if I don't even do one fight at all. No matter how much I say, okay, 5 a.m. is really not my day, not my time. Can I like fight it around the second half of the war? And they're like, yeah, no, that means like you're wasting points because it's like add somebody who's like can be awake at that time. Like, what kind of game is that? It's too much. I'm not even sure if Sino Alice lasted. I'm not even sure if there are even players or it's still in live service. But yeah, that's what I really don't like about some of the gacha games. Ugh. And there's also the thing that Crunchyroll even fumble is the Konosuba game, I think. Was it the Konosuba game? I forgot. But I do know that Konosuba has a game which Crunchyroll did try to push, but they ended up not lasting a month of that game. Which is like, duh, why did Side Games approve to give Crunchyroll their game when they can't even keep one game in live service for more than a month? Like, mind you, Preconnect lasted for only like a year because people are actually interested in Preconnect even if the story is so stupid. I hate the main character of Preconnect, by the way. Like, the character who actually like play or your main character is actually extremely dumb. I'm like, if I'm gonna put myself as a self-insert because like that was the intended effect, I don't want to be dumb. What the hell? I have self-respect at least. I don't want to be dumb. And I think Yui deserves a better man. Yui is precious. She deserves someone better who would care for her and not like choose someone else. Because I do know that the main character is interested in you know, I forgot her name. Picorin, yeah, Picorin. Picorin was like another love interest of the main character. It was just like, okay, yeah, we're just gonna forget that Yui was like your first choice, and then you got an amnesia or something, and then you start to choose her. It's like, it was really hard. But yeah, I did love Prikone if we ignore the story. I hate it so much. Like I skip the story as much as I could if I can. Like there's the skip button, I always skip it. Because like I wanna love the girls, because like the girls are actually my favorite in that game. I had every single unit, by the way, before Crunchyroll had to Crunchyroll had to fucking end of service. When I had everything, like, okay, I had every single stars except for the ones that are recommended to stay at 3 stars. But I do have enough fragments to keep every single units to be 5 stars or like max. And then as you can see, well, I have nothing for it to show because like it's not there anymore, huh? Like I did try to do the Japanese server, but everybody's already too strong, and it does have PvP, okay? It was hard to catch up on it. Okay, let's find something else. There we go. Yay, more songs! But yeah, anyways, that's basically what I kind of saw, like a more unfortunate part of Crunchyroll. I do believe that Crunchyroll should not touch any gacha game ever. Because I feel like they have a touch of death. Whatever game that they touch will eventually die. And I think they should be blacklisted. Like, stay in streaming anime. Don't release gacha games under your company ever again. Because you guys don't know how to balance gacha games. Only you know how to like translate anime. And that should have been your thing, really. They should have been the translators and not the company that actually has it on service. Because I think it was really unfortunate because like their translation was decent, okay? But the fact that they were not able to balance the microtransactions in every single game that they were handed to is a very concerning thing. I do know that money is hard to balance once you have it, but I wish that they should not present themselves as a game host, but rather just like a translation for every single games that would have offered, you know, them. Because that's what they're only good at, is translating anime. And that should have been their only thing. Crunchyroll kinda shouldn't be doing anything. They're trying to touch of death entire studios. Exactly! That's what I've been trying to say. They're only good at translating things. They shouldn't touch anything that has to do with microtransactions because they're absolutely unable to do so. To balance it. Because apparently, okay, from what I've heard, their gems and microtransactions were actually different from the Japanese ones, and the pace of what they're releasing the girls is also extremely delayed and slow. They were not able to catch up to the updates of the Japanese server, which is very unfortunate because like I do understand how hard it is to take care of live service games, but if they couldn't do it, then they shouldn't have touched it in the first place, which is like what you said. They don't have to do it. Did you did Crunchyroll do that Dragon Maid dub added in the patriarchy line? I think so, but you know, I do understand that localization and translation is a different thing. Because like you want to add the localizations, like okay, like if the Americans can't understand onigiri, they had to change it with jelly filled donuts, right? Even though, you know, I'm sure all of us aren't dumb, okay? We're not dumb. We know what onigiri is and we can research it. But some people just don't think they can't understand the difference between like the cultural difference, I guess. So they have to change their lines. But I think some of the change can be extremely drastic. And I will mention the very drastic change when it comes to like localization. That's Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem. What was that again? Was it Awakening? Wait, no, not Awakening. Fates. Fire Emblem Fates. So there's a dialogue in between Beruka and this Kaze. Kaze and Beruka had a dialogue together. And did you know that their dialogue became dots because they were not able to talk about murder for the localization, because they were talking about Beruka's like trauma of actually having to do assassinations and the people that she killed, which Kaze asked her. But apparently the localization team didn't like that and they had to like replace it with dot. Like I think that was unnecessary. I do get that it's a very sensitive and hard to talk topics, but they could have just changed it to something else. Like anything. But why did they put dots instead? Like Fire Emblem translations weren't that bad. Like you know, like the older games even were very close to the character's personality. I think Sacred Stones and what was that again? Blazing Sword, was it? Reka no Ken is what I've played. I played the Japanese versions. Reka no Ken and then Sacred Stones. They were extremely close to the actual dialogue. Yes, there are localization difference, but it's not to the point that it's the whole context is different. But when the more recent Fire Emblem was there, like Awakening and Fates, they drastically changed everything, and they even removed a feature. In Fates, there was a skinship feature that they absolutely removed, which is crazy. Like, why remove that? I think it's because of like the onsen stuff. I do know that blowing the steam is kind of like a bit perverted, but the skinship, really? They didn't have to do that. So it's kind of being hyper patronizing, assuming that the audience can accept simple things about another culture. Exactly. I think it's unnecessary. I do understand that some things have to be changed, but it doesn't have to be extremely drastic, because like it's the reason why we want to learn about other cultures as well, right? Just add TL notes like we had back in the fan translation days. Oh my god, I missed the fan translation days. Before there were translation for I think Thrasha 776, I think. The fan translations were there as well, and they did absolutely phenomenal jobs. Fan translators are such a savior when it comes to like translation. I have high respects for them. And that's speaking me, because I actually work in translation too. So they have high kudos to me. Like they were like my heroes, I guess. They gave me confidence to keep translating stuff. Hi Dracon! I'm doing fine. I'm just like talking about I guess translation stuff and games in general. Hello, welcome! They're perfectly fine with gory movies and games, but oh, loud skinship. Exactly! Violence? Okay. But if it has to be like remotely a bit saucy, nuh-uh. No saucy stuff in my game, nuh-uh. I don't know what makes violence more milder than actual, like, just something stupid and also the music isn't helping, it makes it scary or something. Let me change it into something funnier. There we go, much more lighthearted music. Let's see. We have the skip mature sequence button in Modern Warfare, so they have to remove. So they removed content for no reason. Yeah, they could just like add a skip button if they don't like it. Especially if it's like sensitive stuff like murder. Because like, okay, listen. When I first played Max Payne, okay? Max Payne games were gritty as hell. I get it that it's mature. But when I was a kid, I played Max Payne and I had to see his wife dead and his kid, infant baby, on the floor, and the implication that his wife was assaulted. And apparently that's okay, but not saucy ones. When I was a kid, I do understand that Max Payne was rated M, okay? Or rated T, I don't remember. But when I was a kid, when I played that, it was I was playing it on a rental, PS, like rentals. We have rentals, PS, Xbox, etc. on Philippines. So when what was it? No, that wasn't, on PS or Xbox. I think that was on PC, I think. Yeah, okay. So around the PC era, we still have internet cafes when I was a kid. And when I played Max Payne and I had to see that shit, obviously I didn't know the implications, but the fact that I had to see his wife dead on the bed, his infant baby on the floor, and then just like play it off as like, oh yeah, well something wrong happened here. That's apparently okay to show, but not like the more saucy ones. It's, especially like Dead or Alive, I guess. It was heavily censored before, like, you know, people just said, you know what, fuck it. But yeah, I do love gritty ones, especially like Heavy Rain. Heavy Rain was also extremely kind of tough. Because like, you know, the kids had to actually die, which is like more gritty. They didn't censor anything. They just indicated or like straight up say that, well, kids were dead. Just because like the detective was, oh, I can't say it because like it's gonna be spoilers. But basically that's the premise of Heavy Rain anyways. Some kids were being kidnapped and dead. You can see it in the summary. They don't do games like that anymore. Exactly. I mean, I do know that there's violence in most games. They're still there. Like Mortal Kombat, for example, is very gory. But when it comes to like more saucy stuff, they just like they heavily censor stuff. I do get it that it's not everyone's cup of tea, but it's the same as gore. Gore is even worse. Because like you're seeing people dead. But I don't particularly mind because like it's just a game. I have to be mad. It's just a game. Obviously, the only time that I do get pissed off about the game is like if the features were frustrating. I remember like Altair losing his mind because like Callisto Protocol was extremely buggy. That's the only thing that actually pisses me off. Like games that have like obviously features that are broken but nobody's trying to fix it. But otherwise, when it comes to like mature stuff like deaths, gore, heavy topics, or sexual themes, I don't care. I mean, GTA was fine. I was like picking up prostitutes on the streets with my car, honk honk, and then you wanna have a steamy hot time, handsome, and then we just like park at like some sort of like secluded area and then the car starts to shake. I miss those days. I mean, in GTA San Andreas, it became more saucier though. Because like you can actually take your girlfriend on a special date, quote unquote, and then you do the thing. Obviously, it's not on camera, but it's just like implications that you do the stuff. Forcing them. We're trying to force, but GTA gets off just fine as well. I think it's because like they just have a premise like, oh, this is like a parody of fucking California or San Diego or I don't care. For me, but you know, GTA never really helped when it comes to like the image of America. Like, oh, so so that's what you guys do in your spare time. I mean, obviously it's not like that, but it's still funny nonetheless. Hold on. Oh my god. I'm trying to do this, but I keep getting distracted. My bad. What am I doing? I need that 2K meets. Silly Lambda, what the hell are you doing? Local production privilege. Yeah. Also, but hey, I mean, I did get some, you know, I do love the characters of GTA San Andreas and also like GTA 4. Hey Nico, let's go bowling, my cousin. Do stay strong through Guild Wars. Yes, I'm trying. I'm trying. I keep this guy distracted. It's just amusing when buggy fan translated versions of the game is better than the official licensed localization. It's mostly because like I said, they tried to change the dialogue either to be more quote unquote politically correct. I mean, it's fine. It's just the fact that it can be too much that the actual context gets lost. That shouldn't be the intent. Like, I do know that you're trying to relate it to the local understanding, but if the context is lost, like, okay, if I'm gonna say something snarky in Japanese, and then you localize it as me being a mean bitch, like, no, I'm just being snarky. Just in Japanese, I'm not being a bitch. I'm just being snarky. Being snarky is not equate to being a bitch. Like, I'm not being mean because like I want to be mean. I wanna be mean because like I wanna like to have a joke with my mate. You know what I mean? But some fan localizations do that. We're just like, can we not? Like, you don't have to. Like, you don't have to portray somebody into be an extremely bitchy person just because like her personality was very snarky. Because like, especially tsunderes tend to be like the victim of like bad fan localization. They always change the dialogues into this person being an extreme bitch. I mean, tsunderes are a bitch in general. Like, I hate tsunderes, but I think the way that some fan localizations and how they treat them is like absolutely horrid. It makes you hate the person instead of like sympathizing that this person is just like emotionally constipated, if you know what I mean. And I'm being generous here because like I absolutely hate tsunderes. Like, I'm trying to be generous and like I want to understand like the perspective of the writer and why she's like that. And I hope that they don't push it too hard when it comes to like localizing a specific line. Like you said, like, you know, adding unnecessary things on the dialogue when it's not really important. Because, you know, you're trying to convey what they mean in English, or more or so case like American, I guess. American English. I do know that cultures are different, but they don't have to be extremely changed to the point that it's just like not there anymore. Or you change your character overall. Which is like, it's very unfortunate that tsunderes has to suffer like that. As much as I hate them, they don't deserve that kind of treatment. Like, I'm being really generous here. Like, I absolutely hate tsunderes here, you know? But it's okay. You know, I'm trying to be fair. I think all characters deserve a chance, especially when they're being misrepresented in specific cases. I do have still respect to translators though. translators are, they're putting their hard work because they studied a specific language and they're trying to convey that in English or in a more understandable language. Especially like Spanish dubs or Tagalog dubs. Tagalog dubs are actually very funny. Okay? Like they well, I said about like localizations being different. Like their names were being changed into something like Dennis or Eugene. And there are times that were changed, but not to the point that it changed the whole context. At least I did try to watch Yu Yu Hakusho in Japanese to see like the difference. There wasn't that much any difference except for a few snarky lines. But the name change was really unnecessary, but maybe they don't understand like Japanese names. Or maybe it's hard to pronounce, so they had to change it to Dennis and Eugene or Alfred. I think they did that to Case Closed too. Detective Conan, basically. Unpopular opinion, but I like the English dub of Yu Yu Hakusho more than the original. Nah, it's fine. I do know some people are like, oh, subs are better, blah blah blah. But I don't know about you all, but Dragon Ball English, Dragon Ball Tagalog, Dragon Ball Spanish, and also like Yu Yu Hakusho English and Yu Yu Hakusho Tagalog was actually good. I think some dubs are good. It's just like maybe they have hired inexperienced people to portray specific characters. That's why some of them fall flat when it comes to like acting. But in general, if they pick the right people, it will take off regardless. It's like I'm really used to Goku having like a normal male voice, but when I actually listen to the Japanese like Dragon Ball dub, I was so shocked. Like, you're joking that Goku sounds like this. Like, I'm used to like the more normal sounding Goku, okay? Like the English, the Tagalog one, the Spanish one. But the Japanese ones was like, it took me out. Like, no way Goku sounds like this. I do know that it's just like, he was just like meant like that. But I preferred where he sounds like a normal dude. Because like I found it more easier to digest his like character. I probably can't keep going if Goku sounds really shrill. Mostly because like I have a sensitive ear. Not really against the actress or anything. I think she did a wonderful job. It's just like my ears are extremely sensitive. It's also why that I can't stay for too long in Gerard's streams because like it hurts my eardrums. As much as I like him, by the way. I love him so much. But I think my ears are too sensitive. What the? Oh my god, I hate it when it happens. Oh my goodness. I'm usually all sub dub, but it is what it is. That's so true. You have to say it. I do know that there's a lot of like subs are way more superior, but come on, man. There are also dubs that are really amazing. Cowboy Bebop, come on. Cowboy Bebop English was really good. What else? Like, what English? Pokemon. Yeah, Pokemon English dub is also good. I guess James changing his voice actor was kind of unfortunate. I prefer the original James, but I think the new James they grew on me after years, I guess. Oh my god, like I do know that 4Kids has like 4Kids is like a hit and miss when it comes to dubbing, but we won't have very golden moments when here's like when James did a dark joke about women. Like I forgot what it was, but it's like something that you should go back to the era or something like that, when he was like telling May and Jesse, because like they actually split Jesse and May, and then Ash and James, basically they were having like a competition or something, or like a a versus or something. I forgot what it was, but they made some gold jokes. And then obviously the classic, I have a why have an umbrella when you have a frying pan? I mean, I can make my frying pan into a drying pan. Or would you like some jelly-filled donuts? And it's onigiri. It's so good. No, it's just like the same 5 people. Oh, please no. What? It's gonna be Tara Strong all over again? Is Johnny Young Bosch even still doing anime? I do know that Johnny Young Bosch has an amazing voice. I loved his Lelouch. I think he was like the perfect fit for Lelouch. I think ever since like I heard the English dub and I heard Johnny Young Bosch, I'm like, yeah, dog. I think Kogia's English kind of bit goated, not gonna lie. I do know that it's more of like a preference thing, but I really enjoyed his acting as Lelouch. I think I always associate him as Lelouch. Local dubs in my native language are also hella goated. Nowadays, hardly anyone dubs shit over here. No! Have they just like start putting in like dubs, subs instead? I think in my country, they don't dub anymore. Rather, they just like put it in Animax instead. And it's usually English dubs. Nobody does Tagalog dubs anymore. Except for the Love Live one, which is extremely cringe. Nico Nico ni, ang smell, Nico smell straight to your heart. Bruh. That was so cringe. I was like, I'm really happy that I was not able to like watch the Tagalog dub of Love Live. That I would probably die the moment I heard Nico say that on live. Back in the day, we also have readers, aka people who read the subs and mix it and kind of mixes it with the original voices until you notice it. Oh, really? That's crazy. You guys saw that feature? That's kind of banger, not gonna lie. I wish we had that too in my country. I think they can pull it off. Oh my god, thank you. You can send it to Discord too. I'll look after the stream. Also, I guess this became like a Zatsu stream now, huh? I'm trying to play a game, but I keep distracted with like topics because I get too passionate about it. Oh me. What can we do with you? Sorry, it's just like my team is kind of hands off the moment I swap to Vicky. I can't wait to see someone plug JP dubs into AA voices and make them dub into their language. That'd be so jank. I'd love to see it. I think that's already been happening. I'm not sure if you saw Reply's Lasacor, but there's this like, I forgot what it's called, but they basically tag a bot and then they try to dub it in their language. And I do know that it's mostly text-to-speech thing. You know, Microsoft Sam and that TikTok lady voice, basically. But they still were able to dub it in their local language, which is really cool. Sent it to Discord. Thank you. Let me check. Yep, there you go. Hold on, let me reply to something real quick. Yep. There you go. There you go. Also, I saw it. I'll definitely play the video once I'm, you know, done with streams, because like I wanna just like relax, have fun, watch Sims again. Okay, did you know that my free time actually, other than watching The Boys, I just end up like putting a playlist of people playing Sims and their life story about Sims. I've been actually watching the Legacy's Tiny Town Challenge and also James. Oh my god. Also, oh my god, Moon. I think we should have a tiny town together. Okay? If we have like the multiplayer Sims, we can do a tiny town where we could like create like so the premise of Tiny Town is actually there is a rental, right? Where you could live like a specific apartment complex. And we could build our specific town in a big lot. It should be 60 by 60, I think. And that means we could put more people on there. I'll send you the challenge later once I'm done on streaming. But it's such an interesting challenge that I think we could play it together on stream too, because like it with multiplayer, I think we would have like a split lot of like 60 by 60, and then we would have like actual neighborhood together. Wouldn't it be nice? Because like I think playing it all by myself is fine, but I think it would be more funny if there's like somebody else controlling other Sims as well, and we have like a split lot together. It's mostly like how would people live in their rentals basically, and what if like this would start fires or start to like make out with each other. Would be fucking nice. And you know, it's just like not by yourself, so you don't have to like control it all the time. So you know, because like there's you and me, so there's like more stuff to do. It's like playing ping pong, but for Sims. I'm trying. Also, do you guys love Etrian Odyssey music? It's such a banger, right? Can't wait. Oh my god, yes. Hold on. I do have my other tab open here, so I'm just like gonna get the Tiny Town playlist while we're doing the autoplay thing. We can even have like you know, what's that called? Occult. We can have like an occult one as well. I do know that the mermaids are kind of buggy, but it's still interesting, not gonna lie.
I'm so excited, you guys.
Oh my god. What the hell? Okay. I just wanted to click on the playlist, but it just like auto-played. Ta-da! There we go. Keep going. I was gonna do something stupid. I forgot this wasn't my Kill Vicky team. There we go. Let's move to another music, shall we? It's there! Yeah! Hold on. Let's see. One more. Let me check my meats actually. Event home. How many meats do I have? No! I need to work harder. Ooh. It's okay. It's okay. At least once it's like 1.5k meats, that means at least somewhat halfway there. Maybe. I'm trying to be positive here. I had like 5k meets last time, and then now I'm like barely even meeting 2k at this point. What the fuck? That's fucked up. Scratching my back real quick. Ooh. Should we unmute? It's a bit loud, not gonna lie. That's why I have it mute, but here he is. There, let's pick up the pace a little bit. Okay, let's see, like that. Okay, not like that, obviously. Oh, oops. My mistake. I'm supposed to press full. I should put like death down and attack down on there. There we go. Okay, right. Full. I have to actually keep remembering my team. Sometimes I do it too, like by habit, because like I also have my Kengu set up for Bastet. And sometimes I click on Vicky's field when I shouldn't be clicking on it. Bruh. Let's see. There we go. I like it when my friends are gonna be on the top list. Thank God, Golden Tyrant. These gold guys actually give a lot of like meats. That's why we need to kill them. I was lucky last Guild Wars with back-to-back Golden Tyrant, but I guess not today. Or not this Guild Wars, I guess. Oh, so once we're done with this, I'm actually gonna show you the new skin, which it really looks like Altair's fit. Which is like, I wish he was also playing Grand Blue Fantasy, not gonna lie. I do know that they have their perms. So this is like the fit. At least that's for Jita, at least. But when you have it on Grand, it's so cool. I don't think I can switch to Grand unless I really have to like switch it out there. So far, how far? It's okay. Where am I right now? Am I not in the... At least I'm here. I just have to keep going. I'm not trying too hard last time because like I did had like a lot of meats that I was not able to use. So I'm just like gonna do 2k because like I don't wanna like put too much effort on grinding on meats. Because like I think that took up too much of my time that I was not able to actually fight the bunny. Then again, the bunny had way too much animation, which is kind of annoying. It was like do 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 do, and it was like so. Ugh. This guy just won't shut the fuck up. But it's okay. Bastet is cute at least. So I have faith that Bastet would be more interesting to fight. And I think my team can actually have less turns from the more higher difficulties in the next stages. I just have to keep pushing on. Well, hold on. Actually, let me go back to my other tab. And I'll just fill in my AP in advance. This is why I hate doing a lot of like farming because my AP is too small. I need more AP. I need to hold more AP. Okay, there we go. Also, oh my god, wait, I just realized it was Jiro who just commented. Hi, Jiro. My Ototo, he's my little brother. Say hi to him. How's my favorite brother doing? My one and only. My one and only little brother. I don't think I have any other siblings in my lore anyways. We're not fully related. But he's still my brother nonetheless. He's my baby brother. We actually had a family call yesterday. And because like we were picking out clothes, or rather live 2Ds for my friends. And we started to just like testing out live 2D stuff. Which is like I really had fun because like they were like having their cameras up and it was just like their live 2D, and we were like having like a VTuber party. It was so fun though. We should have that again next time. But with Moon, I miss hanging out with Moon. I do know that she's a bit busy with a lot of things. I miss you. I want to hang out with you too. Also, actually, every Saturday in my time, or which is Friday, I guess, in PST and EST, I will be joining my friend play Biotic Factory. I was there last time and I didn't have my POV set up, but I should be putting my POV and putting it as my weekly schedule. I kind of fell behind again because like I fell asleep. I've been sleeping more often, that's why. I wasn't even been streaming really, so I've been just like doing my IRL stuff, being busy and all. And I even missed my my weekly Abiotic Factory things that I actually agreed on. I just didn't think that life just became a bit more hectic on my end. But it's okay. Wait, I forgot her field. I mean, I don't think it's very that important, but you know, you get like a triple attack and stuff. Actually, I like both. That's why, because like she actually benefit from the buffs that Vicky give. Getting faster, getting faster. Let's keep at it. Ugh. Also, I might need to go down later on as well because like I need to get some water. My throat has been dry lately and I don't think it's cold. It's just like I haven't been drinking lots of water. I've been drinking teas. And you know, teas make you dehydrate. As much as you put so much water in it, it will still make you dehydrate. Make sure you'll drink water, guys. Don't be like me. I kept thinking that drinking teas would just like help me out, quench my thirst. Nuh-uh. I need water. I need to buy like an actual like a 2 liters worth of water. I did have my water bottle, but somebody took it. And now I don't know where it is. Ugh. I wish my headset wasn't like being freaky. I'm not. It keeps disconnecting and reconnecting. That I'm not sure if you guys can you guys hear it when my headset disconnects. I hope not. Because like it's kind of annoying on my end. What the hell? Here it is again. So noisy too. No! You can hear it! No! Sorry, it does that sometimes. Well, not really sometimes now, does it? Because you guys can hear it on the background. I wish I could mute notifications at least. I need to look that up. it's not no reason. I think it's distracting, not gonna lie. I need to figure that out. At least, if it was working on it, at least it should just like me hearing it instead. Oh, nuh-uh. Thank God I can just like reverse that. Ooh, 4? That's kind of sad. It's okay. Let's keep at it. Keep going. I do know that, it's not really giving me lots of honors, but... I hope I can still make it. Let's see. Aha! Found it. I'm just like clicking on it. Yeah, I'm trying to mute it. Hold on. None. There we go. There we go. There. You guys should hear it at least. Stretch. Okay. Oh, okay. give me a moment. I might stretch and hydrate. Okay. I don't know if you guys heard that, but I did have my back cracked. Woo! Okay, hold on. There. I'm not sure if you guys heard that. There, I did crack my knuckles as well. My back and my knuckles, but I'm afraid I can't hydrate because my water is downstairs. I might have to like leave the stream and go downstairs to get my water. So I'll definitely get like an actual gigantic water bottle next time so I can get my hydration on. I should anyways. What the hell? I need to stop being silly. Also, don't worry about like the disconnecting USB now. I fixed it while I was like doing this thing. Thank God that this team is more of like a hands off, isn't it? I'm just like free to do whatever. I should be farming Guild Wars, but I'm secretly playing Elden Ring. Please don't tell my captain. Saniku's captain! I think Sonic-ku is not playing his Guild Wars. His honors is really low. They're not grinding their meats. I'm snitching. Captain! Sanki-ku is not doing anything. He's playing Elden Ring DLC. It's okay. Your captain doesn't watch me. It's okay. You're safe with me. But I'm still snitching nonetheless. It's okay. You're safe with me. You're safe with me. And if your captain is like, nah, you go get back here. I tell him, he has to do the DLC. You can't pause the DLC. It's not, it's not like he could pause it unlike Guild Wars. Which you can pause for some reason. You have to, the thing about Grand Blue, I have to actually separate this tab. Because if I don't separate the tab, it won't do anything. Which is like, I learned it the hard way when I was like doing my laundry. And I was just like letting my my team play the Lumiere stuff. Like, you know, full auto and stuff, but it was still like impossible. I forgot that it doesn't. I'm not supposed to actually have a full screen tab on top of it because it will considered as minimized and it won't do anything, which is kind of annoying. This game is so needy, except for obviously I use my emulator, my LD player for Skyleap. Actually, why am I not doing this on Skyleap? I do have Skyleap points that I need to earn. What the fuck am I doing? Bruh, it's okay. Sometimes it really do be like that sometimes, you know? $1.5k, let's go! Let's keep at it. Also, actually, how's the Elden Ring DLC so far actually on your end? Because I haven't really... I don't have money to actually get the DLC, so I probably don't know. CTS, oh my gosh, welcome! Good morning! Hello! How's your sleep? I hope you had like a wonderful rest. Welcome to the stream. I think it should be 9 a.m. EST or 5 a.m. PST on your end, right? I appreciate that you guys just like dropping by. I do know that it's really late on your end. Well, not really late, like early on your end. I appreciate it, and I do understand how hard it is to like tune in when the streams are very early in the morning, especially with Altair. I keep trying to catch up, but it's like 7 a.m. and I fall asleep. At least he always play Elden Ring for like 3 to 4 hours at least. I only got 5 hours of sleep. It was too hot to sleep. No! I understand though. Because like, it's very hot nowadays. Like I said last time, or at least earlier, the reason why I was very out of commission is because like I had multiple heat strokes and I was extremely like, to the point that I was extremely sick. And I was not able to stream because like I had to recover from that ordeal. Which is like, you guys really have to hydrate. You guys have to stay in a cool place. Don't endure heat for too long, especially if your body is feeling, you know, at its limit. Because you might end up like me where your energy might be extremely like shed off. Which is, it's not really fun. I have so many things to do. But my energy has been very low ever since I've recovered from my fever. It was very uncomfortable. So you take care too, okay? Don't endure it too much when you're feeling like you can't. Like, drink lots of water too. Ideally, as much as tempting as it is, don't drink cold water. Cause the temperature difference will gonna be affecting your body that it might get you sick. I learned that the hard way, by the way. So from now on, I've been drinking like room temp water, as uncomfortable as it is, and it doesn't really refresh me as much. It stopped giving me this sort of uncomfortable feeling because your body is hot but your stomach is very cold. And if you keep doing that, I think the temperature not being the same kind of makes you feel sick. The thing is, like, it's hard to feel refreshed when you're when the water is not even cold, because that's the reason why we like cold water in the first place, is to feel refreshed. But especially in the very hot days like this, you need to be in a very constant temperature at least. Like if you stay in an air conditioned room, you should have like similar temperature to it with water, because like if you have too much change, it will make you sick. Like I really had to learn that the hard way, and I haven't been doing that at least. But the best part is like the rains are starting to come. I'm not sure if it's the same on your end, CTS, but I hope rains do come on your end, and I hope that the temperature do cool down. I do think summer should be ending soon, right? Once around August hits, that's where the summer ends, if I recall. I'm not sure if it's like on schedule, because like sometimes spring do persist a bit longer, same as summer. But I hope that summer ends pretty fast, because summer is absolutely uncomfortable, especially like El Nino is very common. Like the dirt has been cracking lately because of how hot it is. And speaking of like El Nino, actually, our peak temperature was actually 55 degrees Celsius, and it was so uncomfortable. No rain. Summer heat is starting. We hit 105 Fahrenheit. Oh my god, that sounds terrible. If I recall correctly, that's like around 40-ish, right? 40-ish degrees Celsius. Hold on, let me check. Oh my god, it is 14 degrees Celsius. Okay, I did get it right. Oh, that's uncomfortable. Ugh. Especially if it's extremely humid too. I think Florida and Texas probably has the issue right now. Hang in there, you guys. I believe. Oh, hold on. Let me change the music real quick. Also, hi, Misu. Welcome. Hi, Miju. Miju. Let's see. Let's have Get Set Radio. There we go. Yay! Whoever played Jet Set Radio, let's have Jet Set Radio music on. Yay! I like Jet Set Radio. I actually have it on my Steam account. Bruh. Hold on. There we go. But yeah, I hope that rains do come. 40 degrees Celsius is very awful, not gonna lie. So yeah, I hope that you get rains. Same with me, I hope we get rains too. We have been raining. Or rather, we have rains lately, but it's very sporadic. It's not cooling us enough. No! We need more rain. Please give us more rain. I hate summer. People who like summer are liars. They probably think about summers that like around 25 degrees Celsius probably. They're not thinking about like 40 degrees summer. I don't believe people who actually unironically like summer. They're either masochists or they live in a very cool area where summer is actually 25 degrees Celsius and below. Or probably they live in the Arctic. Because that's the only time where the cold is more bearable, probably. That sounds beautiful. Yeah, imagine being like in a temperature that's like the hottest is like 25 degrees Celsius. Oh, I'm so jealous. Because that's still cold. I do know that some people have more tolerance to cold because of like how common winter is or they have snow. But in countries like Philippines, Indonesia, and a bit of like India, I guess, where it's way more hot, tropical tropical weathers are just like absolutely volcanic. I would never even wish it on my worst enemy. Or maybe I will. Like if you don't like somebody, send them to Philippines during summertime. Like I have a pitch, okay? Palawan is very nice and it has nice sandy beaches. It has crystal clear waters. And you could do like ski boat what was that motorboating, banana boats and stuff. And we have like coves and stuff. Like I'll try to make it like the most enticing thing to visit in this summer, but then I won't tell them that, oh, by the way, there's like 40 to 50-degree weather. So if you probably can't stand that, maybe you don't. I'll just like don't tell it. Actually, just come here and see how. I was like being evil, lying about my country's temperature during summer. We're like we're baiting y'all to join us. Come with us. Suffer with us. Let's see. I might stop around 1.700, I think. So I can actually get some water because like I do need some water too. That's the only reason why I'm just gonna end it. Like I need water. And probably I have to lay down too. I do know that I wasn't productive this stream, but hey, I had fun chatting with you guys. I think that's what I like. It's nice chatting about like what I'm really passionate about. Especially with translations and anime. I love anime that much. Thank you guys for also humoring me about like those stuff too. Thank you, thank you.
Let's look at the funk.
I'll be productive next stream, I promise. I'll lock in. I'll definitely lock in. And besides, there's no more like disconnection, reconnection, USB sound. I fixed it. I just didn't know that you guys can also hear it. My bad. Actually, hold on. Can I BRB for just like 1 minute? Because I have to go to the toilet real quick. Like BRB, super quick. Whee! Thank you for waiting. I had to do some stuff. I feel way more better at least. I just had to blow my nose, that's all. I was like, I think I need to blow my nose for a bit. Let's change it to Electric Toothbrush, one of my favorite songs too in this game. Electric Toothbrush! Just chillin'. Ugh. I think we're really close to the stopping point at least. Let me check in my other tab, which I closed for some reason. Or not. I'm not. Oops. Here we go. Let's pick up the pace, shall we? Let's go. Let's keep going. Yay! Finally, Golden Tyrant, please. Thank you so much. I needed that. Can this guy keep popping up more often, please? I'm back. Sorry, I was helping mom prep food. Oh! What's for... Is it dinner? I'm sure it's like dinner time, right? What's for dinner? Speaking of dinner, ugh. I still have my burger next to me. I haven't eaten it. Oh, we have the classic meat, potatoes, and cucumber salad. Oh my god, salads! I actually like tuna salads. Like, it's like a mix of salad vinaigrette and like some mayo and stuff. But I don't know, I just like salads in general. Is it the one with vinegar for the cucumber salad? Is it like with vinegar as well? In Philippines, we have like a cold vinegar salad. Cold vinegar cucumber salad, I mean. It's really nice. No, we use sour cream with... Sour cream with cucumber? Actually, I want to try that out. I'm sure it would taste fine. Knowing how pickles taste like with cream, yeah. Pickles are nice. I want more pickles actually. We have pickled ginger and pickled garlic on the pantry, which is I really insisted. Had to close my door. Oops. Sorry, I had to close my door. I'm really close to the toilet. Well, not like close to the toilet, like I'm literally next to it, but like I'm like it's just like a few steps away. That's why, and it's a traffic for multiple people. So if you guys hear my other people talking, that's just like my family members. It's just cucumber, sour cream, salt, and some garlic, onions, and greens. That kind of taste like onions, you know, the ones. Oh, like shallots, I think, right? Or like, you know, those garlic, or not garlic, but like flakes. I kind of forgot. I know what you're talking about. It's like the green onions one. I just forgot what it's called. Leeks! Oh my gosh, leeks! I like leeks actually. I don't know, like people aren't really a huge fan of like vegetables, but I really adore vegetables. I'm not even vegan or anything. I just like vegetables because it's crunchy. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I like crunchy textures, which pickles tend to offer. Cucumbers too, especially zucchini. Yum. You just need that onion-ish taste in it, so the salad has some kind of a kick. Oh my god, I bet. And I think it's super flavorful too. Gosh, I'm already salivating. Thank God I have my burger with me that has pickles! Yum! I love pickles so much. You guys have no idea. I love pickled ginger, pickled garlic, pickled onions. I also like pickled zucchinis. Anything pickled, really, I like that. I'll send you a recipe in case you want to make it later. Thank you! Oh my god, I would love to. If there's anything that I absolutely love other than anime and games, it has to be cooking. I love cooking. Actually, I've been contemplating of having like a cooking stream, but Philippine kitchens tend to be kind of bit of a dirty kitchen kind of thing, because like my indoor kitchens actually started more of like an outdoor kitchen, and they just like added some walls into it to make it more of like an indoor kitchen. So it's a mix of like dirty kitchen slash indoor kitchen kind of thing. But if I might find another space for me to cook, I'll definitely start to stream there, because I would like to share you guys some Filipino dishes as well, like tinola. Maybe some of you guys can try it out too. It's like one of my favorite soups. I can't do anything pork related stuff though, but I might do it. I just need to wear some really long gloves, because I don't want any allergic reaction, but I think my family can eat it though. Like adobo. Adobong baboy also is a thing. Or I guess, what's that? Lapaz bachoy as well. Lapaz bachoy is a pork-based noodle. It's really nice because like we have chicharron as toppings. So I think it'll be some people who like crunchy stuff, but also like noodles. So you guys might like it. What the fuck? Okay, hold on. There we go. Hand cam cooking stream? Yes! I've been trying to plan it out, but I just need to figure out a very decent recipe that doesn't take too much time. Like probably around 2 hours worth of cooking time at least. And while I might do half of the ingredients already prepped up, I can also like do cutting stuff as well, but it might take a while. Only ones that might need extra hands, I might pre-prep it up first. Otherwise, yeah, I don't want to take too much time when it comes to cooking after all. I think 2 hours is a very decent time for cooking prep and also like, you know, cooking the whole thing. Maybe desserts, I think. Desserts like Biko, I think. Biko only takes around 2 to 3 hours to make. So I'll try to do that, at least for dessert. Biko is actually a sticky rice with caramel. I'm not sure if you could call that caramel really, but I kind of forgot what it is, but it's like a brown rice with it's super sticky. Oh, Gibby made a video and then stream it and made it commentary. Might be easier that way. Oh yeah, that's also true. Because at least you could edit specific things that might be, you know, might take too much time. That's the only thing that I'm really concerned about. Especially with curry. Actually, curry only takes around an hour and a half to do. Especially if you already prepped it up. Shinri pre-records cooking vids too. Oh, I see. It does cut a lot of time too, you know. And I'll just have to make it. I'll just have to make it clear so you guys can follow through. Because I think the best part of watching people cook is getting to follow through it, right? You always post curry pics, so I wanted to see how you make it. Lol, it looks good all the time. Aw, thank you. It's actually, as you can see, that it's basically in my description that I just wanted to be fed curry rice. So it's not actually like a long time that I like curry rice. I had curry rice when I was working in Manila, and Coco Ichibanya was actually near the place that I used to stay at. But I was like kind of skeptical that maybe I might not like it because maybe it's too spicy. But the moment I had it, oh, my life was changed. Ever since then, I've been obsessed with curry all the time. I've been making curry buns, I've been making curry noodles, I've been making curry in general, and I've been also trying to make my own curry roux by scratch. Isn't it nice? I'll definitely try to teach you guys on how to make curry roux without having the roux itself, because I'm sure not everyone in the States can get or afford the golden curry box of instant curry, or Vermont curry at least. So trying to make do with what you have is really important as well, because like, to be fair, the curry roux started as powders after all. And I already know how to make it, thankfully. I did send somebody the recipe on how to do it by themselves. I think I sent that to Lottie, because she asked me on how to make curry with only a powder. So I gave her a list on what to do, and I hope that she actually gets to make it and enjoy it as much as I do. Because like, you know, I can't cook for y'all, so at least the next best thing that I could help with my friends is like teach them on how to cook. Because I'm also like feeding them in a way. Because like I'm sharing my recipes too. I hope that you guys get to get some good food, because it's one of my favorite things to have. Good food! And nice things to eat. I also... Wait, hold on. Actually, I posted my recipe in Flayon's cookbook for the Flayon birthday project, I think. I was actually approached by one of the managers of that project. I'm like, oh, Lambda, I was gonna make curry instructions, but maybe I think you'd put more insights to it. And I did add a vegetarian version, at least in like a footnote about it, because like the best part about curry is it's very versatile, so you can like add and take away whatever you want. Just make sure that you always taste your cooking as you go, so it fits to your preference, really. Also, never ever add something that you're allergic to, okay? Don't kill yourself. Don't kill yourself, or don't die from trying anything that might be harmful to you. I did put some allergens on the recipe. Like, it has wheat, it has eggs, and what was it again? But at least it doesn't have any what was that again? Look, I forgot the name. It starts with G. The song threw me off. Hold on. Gluten, right? Gluten, yeah. It doesn't have gluten, at least, which is I had to make sure that it's gluten free. I do know that I shouldn't really care that much. It's like I don't have any, you know, allergies for gluten, but at least I want to like make sure that I don't harm someone. I keep telling my friends to always check their allergies, because, you know, food allergies are very scary. Especially with specific food with peanuts. If you're allergic to peanuts, always it's okay to ask whether it has peanut oil in it. You're not being insulting or anything. You're trying to stay safe. Because some people are trying to be like too nice and they won't tell you that they have peanut allergy. It's very scary. You don't have to endure that. Also, like seafood. Seafood allergy is also very severe. At least in most allergy, seafood allergy tends to be very more fatal. Same with peanuts. So you gotta be careful with those. Haven't found something that I'm allergic to. Hopefully it stays that way so I can try a lot of food. Yeah, same. Because on my end, I'm very allergic to pork. I shouldn't eat pork. But once every year, I do get like my one bite of bacon. As much as dangerous as it is, I really enjoy bacon. As bad as it is. I don't know, like the maple flavor plus the savoriness on it is really nice. I can only withstand maple cured bacon or honey cured bacon, but otherwise, pork tastes extremely disgusting to me, and it feels a bit too gamey, and I start to have rash outbreaks. That's also why I only like seldomly eat meat in general. It's not because like I'm avoiding meat that are. I'm just like trying to be safe because some like markets here actually mixes their meats, like especially wet markets. They mix chicken and pork together, which is I try not to risk it, especially when if it's like I'm eating out. We have eateries here after all, so I'll try not to be careless and I try to eat things that I can actually eat. Like like Muslim run eateries are actually, for me at least, they're safe since they don't have pork that being offered. At least I get to try some nice spicy food like beef biryani, pater. My friends did tell me like there is an Indonesian version of pater. I forgot the name. Is it kuning? I forgot. But I'm really interested if like other local dishes that are similar to ours, because like it's just I don't know. It's just like fun to know that we are like related in a way. We also have arroz caldo as well. I'm not sure if you guys have that. I'm sure you probably heard of it. CTS, like arroz caldo. Arroz caldo is really nice. Oh my gosh, where's my tab? Again. Oh, we're so close. I don't know why I'm being so casual about it when it's gonna start soon. The interlude is about to end, I think, in a few hours. Yeah, oh my god. Moon, do you like Splatoon? Or do you like more games that are kinda cool like Twewy? Or The World Ends With You? I think you would like Jet Set Radio. And you get to groove this wonderful kind of music. I like it. Seven hours? Okay, I still have time. Thank you. Thank you. Actually, can I just call you Sank? Sank! I'm gonna give you guys a nickname. Because I already know some of the people who's chatting except for you. So I'm gonna give you a nickname. Sank. Hello, Sank. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yay! Keep at it. I wish I had a pouting track as well, because like I'm actually pouting. I'm so close but yet so far.
Give me a break.
There we go. Oh right, I don't have to summon. I keep forgetting. It's not kill Vicky team, dang it. I keep forgetting. Because like okay, I'm just gonna like kill Bastard or like fight Bastard, so you guys can see my confusion at times. Okay, so what I do with this team, because like this is my Kengo team actually. You guys probably haven't seen it yet. So let's get this field up. I do these and then I kill Vicky off. And then I give Ray control over me.
I don't understand what's going on here.
And then I'll just like leave it like that. It's my Bastet team. I mean, my regular auto attack team can also kill her too. But I just like seeing the big damage happen.
Sometimes it looks so mad. Guys in town, the guys in town, and everybody's talking about him. Won't you play the damn song to make me strong? You will say I will make it if I do. Take me to
There we go. See, although it's a bit slow because like there's a lot of things going on, but it does a job. But yeah, this is why I keep, you know, mistaking what to do. Because like Vicky's there. I always have Vicky on my dark team. I like her so much. Bruh.
They have changed the same old scene. It's not a story in a magazine. Guys in town, they're hanging around. But you know we'll never let you down. I believe in what I feel to make it real. Won't you sing? I will make it if I do. Take me to the power. Get out of the corner.
Oh, I ran out of AP. Bruh. Okay, hold on. Let me go back to my other tab and fill up my AP. There you go. I wonder if I could... You know what? I should do my karaoke stream. Like, I did say like I wanted to do a karaoke stream, but then I ended up not doing it because I got too busy. Bruh. I need to do it. I need to stop dilly-dallying on that. I keep promising to do it, but I won't. It's actually my goal to have a lot of like karaoke streams, but I ended up not doing it. I don't know why I'm doing that. I need to learn a lot of songs too, because like actually most of the songs that I've learned is mostly Sheena Ringo songs. Which I don't think you guys are probably familiar with those. So I need to learn something more mainstream, I guess. At least 3 or 4 mainstream songs. Then I can like put in my own usual set list. Because they're usually extremely old songs. Especially the anime ones. It's like very early 2000s kind of anime. Thank you. Oh no, 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 no. Almost pressed the wrong summon. What the hell? Nope. Just kidding. There we go. Okay. We have 1,714. Yay! I do know that it was a bit slow, but I'll try my best to do this off stream at least. And I'll at least do another stream. I promise I'll stream again and try to push harder for the round 1. Because the reason why I'm trying to be slow as well is like to conserve my energy and not burn out during the Guild Wars. Because last time I went really all out during days 1 and 2, and I fell through around day 3 and further on, and I don't want it to happen again. So yeah, it was very fun, and it was like, although in game it wasn't that productive, I did enjoy chatting with you guys, and thank you so much for hanging out with me. Let's see. I don't think I have a straight schedule because like I am busy IRL, but I will definitely stream again next week, and I'll definitely like at least let you guys know days in advance, at least if there's gonna be on. I'll try to make sure to plan it like at least 2 days in advance, and I don't want to do guerrilla all the time because like I do want to, you know, take consideration of everyone's time as well. Let's see. Before we go, I need to see if there's anyone streaming right now. I want to rate to my anyone, or friends or people that I know. I don't want to be rude. Let's see. Ribian, Skuro, Iron Mouse. Actually, let's raid Kakino. Actually, she's a Twitch person that I just found when I was like browsing through the featured page, and I really like her. She's super cute. I think you would enjoy Kakino as well. So be nice, okay? Don't say any raid, whatever. Just be nice. Oh wait, never mind. She's ending her stream. No! Who am I raiding then? Shit. Okay, let's see. Somebody. No, yeah, I said like no. What the hell? She's ending. Okay. Merryweather? No, I don't want to be rude. I feel like raiding a bigger channel is kind of like embarrassing, and I feel it's rude. Let's see. Oh my gosh, yeah, thank you as well for, you know, hanging out with me. Actually, you know what? Let's rate Aros instead. I'm sure he would appreciate that. So, don't say anything rude, okay? Just like say Lambda raid and just like leave it there. Don't spam it, okay? Be nice. And I hope to see you again next time. Bye bye. Choo. It was super fun. Thank you for humoring me. Let's go to the end screen, shall we? Bye bye, guys. I had so much fun. Bye bye.